welcome to Car Firm. Today we have this Audi RSQ3 with us for a virtual test drive, and I have driven this car for about 15 miles or so now, and having driven these cars in the past, I know what to expect from it. Now, generally speaking, very nice looking car, very nice colour, you've got a good spec with it as well, but how is it like to drive? So in terms of steering, when you're in comfort mode, you've actually got a very nice and light steering wheel, which is very easy to use. That's what you want. But when you want to go into dynamic mode, you want to sharpen things up a little bit, that steering wheel gets really heavy, and it becomes very direct. Also, it's the steering is also very sharp as well. So the slightest bit of movement in the steering wheel, you'll feel the change of direction in the car. There's no shaking or juddering or any unusual noises from the steering side of things at all. And the other thing I want to talk to you about is the gearbox. So you've got a very fast reacting gearbox, and the changes between the gears are very smooth. But when you're in dynamic mode, obviously these gear changes are very obvious. And even when you take over manually, so it's a 7-speed gearbox, but when you start shifting it down, it just reacts so quickly. Every time you press those flappy paddles, it just shifts down, and when you want to pick up some speed, you've got more than you need. Now, because you've got the Quattro 4-wheel drive system with this car as well, it really does stick to the road really well. Like here now, for example, no problem whatsoever. It just kind of throws itself into the corner and just grips to the road really well. You've got the sport mode in the gearbox as well as putting the car into dynamic mode, and just overall just drives really well. Suspension is slightly on the stiffer side, but obviously you want it to be in a car like this, and no knocks or bangs or any unusual noises coming through the steering either. Now, I'm going to demonstrate a bit of a speed pickup for you here, and we're at 60 miles an hour straight away. And what we'll do is put the gearbox back into normal mode, and I'll just test those brakes out. There we are. So without slamming the brakes and doing a full-on emergency braking, brakes work really well. Obviously, if you were to do an emergency brake, ABS will probably kick in and stop you from locking up and sliding on. But generally, your day-to-day use, brakes are nice and firm. They stop you very quickly. There's no shaking, juddering, or anything like that coming through the pedal steering or anywhere for that matter. Overall, I would say this car drives really well. It's got plenty of power, gives you good comfort, good practicality, and miles per gallon is not actually bad either. So if you're interested in this car, head over to our website, carfirm.co.uk. You can reserve the car with a fully refundable £100, and we'll hold the fee for 7 days. We also offer very competitive finance packages, tailor-made mats, extended warranties, and paint protection. So if you have any questions regarding this vehicle or any of our services, feel free to get in touch with us, and we look forward to hearing from you. Thank you.